expert. We are getting advice about estate planning, but today we want to ask David Carrier about a very special Valentine's Day delivery project that he and his team carried out. I love that, you know, because we have you on all the time to talk about your area of expertise, but what maybe people don't realize is you are part of a huge team of specially trained individuals who are working very hard. That's true. I mean, and we've got a few members of the team here today, but there's over 50 folks who deliver on the you know, I make the promises, they deliver. Yeah. Right. I mean, that's pretty much how it works. And there's about 55 of us now, from Norton Shores all the way down to Portage. And one of the things that makes the team so special is the fact that almost everybody's involved with our families on a day-to-day basis. But at least once a year, usually a couple times a year, we make an extra effort to get out to those folks who are in long-term care, whether it's a traditional nursing home or assisted living. We have residents in over 55 facilities. And, you know, so the idea is how can we brighten their day? And it really works, you know, it's like anything else you do that's, you ever notice this? Whenever you do anything nice for somebody else, you tend to get more back to yourself. Yeah. It just makes you feel really good to do that. So let's talk about the special deliveries, because I know, Samantha, you're on the front lines. You're an attorney with David Carrier, and you help people all the time with their financial matters, but you were able to be part of this great delivery.
Well, one of the things that I thought was so great about this is my first year doing it. And we see everything on the front end of, okay, we're going to get everybody set up. We're going to help them get placed sometimes. And we do all the legalese aspect of it. But you don't always see the personal aspect. And this was a great opportunity to continue that relationship that we build with the families and get to know them a little bit more on a personal basis. I went to 8 different facilities, and it was a tremendous opportunity for me to get to see what our work does and kind of see the practical aspect of it. Right.
And Mindy, I know that when delivering flowers, that's got to just brighten someone's day completely.
It does, yes. I went to 2 different places, one a nursing home and also to the hospital. At the nursing home, the lady wasn't very mobile, but as soon as we brought her in flowers, she smiled and she mouthed thank you. It was just nice to bring some joy to her.
Yeah, and when you think about a flower, you think that is just such a personal connection. It's, you know, a lot of folks would consider that just quite a luxury to have, and to do that on Valentine's Day, it's got to be that much more special. Well, and you get the whole range of reactions, right? So you get some folks who know it's Valentine's Day, they know who we are, and you know, are happy for that. But you know, an awful lot of our folks, you know, who are suffering from the dementia and what have you, they may not really understand. They may not even know who we are, and sometimes we get mistaken for family members, that kind of thing. But you know, everybody gets the smell, you know, and the sight. Some people are blind, and you know, we let them touch the flowers, and you know, we don't. It's not a you know, run in, drop it off, and get the heck out. You know, we spend some time with with them, and it's. It really is kind of a neat thing. I think it was you, right, who ran into some people who kept the flowers from previous years?
Oh, yeah. we also did it around Christmas. We gave them these little trees, and then with the little Christmas bulbs, because they don't have a lot of holiday decorations all the time. And when we went in there, we were surprised when we saw on their windowsill, they still had the David Carrier tree.
Wow, it just reminds you really of how important it is and how special it is to have something like that. And I know you had some special assistance from some high school students as well. Right, and you know, it's finals week in Rockford, which is why we don't have any of the kids here. I call them kids. Yeah. Because they're not watching it either, right? Yeah, exactly, yeah. But you know, we had done it, we used to do it ourselves, you know, as part of and it took 3 days, and everyone's carpal tunnel, oh, this is terrible. So what we did, starting last year, I think it was, we brought in Rockford student government, Rockford High School student government kids. And wow, what just, you know, and it was like, the deal was, and their advisor was very clear with me to make sure, well, you understand that they're going to do this themselves. Yes. Yeah. Hands off, right? And sure enough, you know, in 2 hours, they've got over 100 bouquets, you know, trim the stems, water in the vase, bump it up, you know, just like those pictures that you saw. I mean, they got it all set up. And, you know, you hear so much about, you know,
kids being slackers and
selfish,
terrible.
and they don't want to do things for other people. I think you give them an opportunity to do something meaningful for other people, and I think most teenagers, most folks would take advantage of that opportunity.
They sure do.
Okay, so let's talk about the life plan workshops. David,
Sure.
I heard you on the radio over the weekend, and you were talking to a gentleman, and he was sharing sort of where he's at in his life, and you were really encouraging him to explore one of the life plan workshops. And it struck me that part of it is we all have different individual sets of circumstances, and so this is a great place to start. Will you remind everybody what happens at a life plan workshop?
Sure. Here's our process. There is no one size fits all. Okay, but there are some facts that are universal. So wouldn't it be nice to find out, well, what's a will about? What are trusts about? How does that probate thing work? What are some of the issues that come up time and time again? You know, we say, do I need a will or a trust? Well, maybe you need both, and maybe you don't need either one. Who knows? It just depends. And the workshop is a good place to start that process because it's fundamental information. Bring your kids. We love to see multi-generate, you know, when parents are bringing their kids and all that, or sometimes the kids are bringing their parents.
Yes,
yeah, that
exactly. Yeah, that does happen. And so you have offices really throughout West Michigan.
That's the idea. Yeah. I mean, we just keep where the demand is, you know, where people need us. That's where we're going to be. Samantha's working in the Grand Rapids office right now, just getting up to speed on it. But she'll be down heading up the Portage office and, well, next week. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, check
Time
out.
flies.
Yeah, well, welcome to the family, Samantha and Mindy. Thanks everyone for being here today. DavidCarrierLaw.com is a great way to check out all the information, a lot of other information. I think your website's a great clearinghouse of resources that people may need as they.
We really do try to be a resource. That's for sure.
That's right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I think you missed the EightWest ladies on Valentine's Day, but.
Well, that's why we brought these flowers.
3 nice bouquets right behind you. Stay right there. More of EightWest when we come back. Don't go away.